Hi everybody, I'm a pencil, and over here's my friend, Mr. Calculator. Let's go have a little talk with Mr. Calculator. Hey Mr. Calculator, how's the weather today? It's pretty good, pretty good. Oh no, there's an equation in the sky, and it has unlike denominators. No way. And so what do we do with these denominators? So as you guys can see, the denominators are n minus 1 and n plus 3. So let's set this problem up real quick. The way we're going to do this is with a big box, and this is basically going to be our big 1. And what we're going to do with this big 1 is we're going to take the problem of the other denominator and multiply it to the other side of the equation. And for this problem, we're going to multiply n plus 3 into 3n over n minus 1s. And as you can see, we have to do this both for the top and bottom, the numerator and denominator. So we're going to plug this into the equation, and we're going to do the same thing with the other side. We're going to plug in n minus 1 to 2 over n plus 3. And what you're going to do with these equations is you're basically going to distribute the n plus 3 and n minus 1 to both sides. And for your denominators, all you got to do is write n minus 1 and n plus 3. And you already have your denominator. So now let's try and figure out the numerators. Okay, so now we go into the distributing. As you can see, 3n is going to go into n and 3. So you're going to end up with 3n squared plus 9n. And now let's go to the other side of the equation where you're going to distribute 2 into n minus 1. And you're basically going to end up with 2n minus 2. And now what do? You see, it's an addition sign. So most likely we're going to be adding. Whoa, no way. Smiley face. Can't believe it. And then we're going to take this 3n squared, and we're going to combine like terms. So as you can see, 3n squared is your only value for an n squared. So you're going to leave it as 3n squared. And then 9n and 2n, common numerators. So you're going to make that 11n. And then you have your negative 2. So you're just going to add that in, and you're going to put it all over n minus 1 and n plus 3. And that's your problem for adding without like denominators. Okay guys, new problem. This time we have a subtraction problem. We'll handle this with a little keep, change, and make it into an addition problem. So first of all, we're going to rewrite the problem so we can multiply by one big 1 denominator to help us get our common denominator. So first of all, we're going to change subtraction into addition and distribute the subtraction sign to the negative 2x. So now we have negative 2x. And then we have our 5x over x plus 5. We're going to write this down here. And so we're going to write our fractions, make our big 1, and we're basically going to do the same thing we did in the addition, which is take the x plus 2 and put it into the 5x over x plus 5. And we're going to do the same for the x plus 5. We're going to put it into the negative 2x over x plus 2. So let's start off with the 5x over x plus 5. We're going to put the denominator into our big 1. And then we're going to put our denominator for x plus 2 into our big 1 for 5x over x plus 5. And then we're going to distribute our denominator values. But first we have to make our denominator, which is always going to be just the 2 you're distributing into, which would be x plus 5 and x plus 2. So let's set that up on both sides of the equation. And then now let's start our distributing. Okay. So first of all, we're going to take this 5x and multiply it into x plus 2, and it's going to leave us with 5x squared plus 10x. So now we have our whole left side of the problem completed so far. Now we're going to take our negative 2x and multiply it into the x and the 5. So that would leave us with negative 2x squared minus 10x. And so now all you got to do is combine like terms. So you have your 5x squared, but first let's write our denominator, which is going to be x plus 5, x plus 2. And now we're going to write our numerators and combine like terms, which would make it, we're going to take the 5x squared and the negative 2x squared, and And that leaves us with what? 3x squared. No way. And then we're going to take our 10x and our negative 10x. Oh no. It equals 0. So, in conclusion, we just leave it with 3x squared over x plus 5 and x plus 2. Thank y'all. Have a very nice day.
Now we're in the you try section.
I think you do it, but I gotta get out of the way. Okay, you try the problem. Now pause it. Pause it now. Pause it, because we're gonna show the answer. Oh, I hope you paused it. Okay, did you get the right answer? Because if so, I'm gonna do some 360s. Woo! I hope so. If not, you need to figure out how we did it.